Last week, Moses wanted the children of Israel to fully understand why Yehovah took them by the hand out of Egypt and bring them to a land flowing with milk and honey. It wasn't about how righteous they were because they were a stubborn people. It was the promise that he made to their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, whose name was changed from Jacob. It was also about the people of the land wickedness that piled up, which Yehovah spoke to Abraham about when he spoke about the time of the Amorites was ending. Welcome to Reconcile, the kingdom of breaking trust, becoming a harmony of the whole word of truth. My name is Patrice Robinson, and I appreciate you coming by and supporting me on today. We're going through the significant events of chapters 10 through 12 of the book of Deuteronomy. Chapter 10. Moses speaks of rewriting the 10 commandments, and he went back up to the mount for 40 days and 40 nights again. Those tablets will be placed in the Ark of Covenant. I think what really stands out to me in this one chapter is what Yehovah wants from Israel. And now, Israel, what does Yehovah your God require of you? But to fear Yehovah your God, to walk in all his ways and love him, and to serve Yehovah God with all your heart and with all your soul, and to keep Yehovah's commandments and his statutes, which I am commanding you today for your good. What the same things he's asking from us. Moses said, circumcise your heart. People, this is not a New Testament concept. This is a Torah concept. Circumcise your heart. There's a lot that's impacted in chapter 10, which is very valuable. So just take your time going through chapter 10. Chapter 11. Chapter 11 can be summed up to blessing and obedience. By following the statutes, the ordinances, and the commandments, he would ensure you receive rain in its season. Without the rain, there would be no food, there would be no grass for the cattle to graze on, and be sure that you do not follow false gods. This will not go well with you. This is why it's so important to teach your children, meditate on the word day and night, walk it in the instructions, because this will bring the blessings to you. This is living in the kingdom of Yehovah. Chapter 12. Remember this. If you remember anything, remember this. Don't serve Yehovah in the same way the other nations serve their gods. So don't serve Yehovah's hand. Don't serve him the same way the Amorites or the Canaanites. So don't serve Yehovah the same way that they serve their God. Yehovah explains to bring in the offerings, vows, and more to the place that he places his name. The importance to understand and take heed to what Yehovah is asking of us, because this is what makes things go well for us. Paying attention, hearing, and obeying. This chapter does speak of clean and unclean eating, not eating the blood from any animal, and don't ask how they serve their gods, because they have done all abominable acts which Yehovah hates, even burning their sons and daughters in the fire of their gods. Cutting themselves is so much more that they have done to their gods. Today's focus is false gods. What does it mean when it says false gods? You know, some people would take that as meaning that there is other gods that's equal as Yehovah. Does that mean that there's other gods out there like Yehovah? Are they powerful as he is? Or there are gods that was created with him? This means that there are gods, the small g, they were created by the hands of the people. There is no one, no thing, no other creation from outside of Yehovah. Now, there are witches There are warlocks, there are psychics, there are soothsayers. They possess the power of demons. There are people who are tapping into the spiritual world by another way, and not through the way Yeshua, which Yeshua is the door. This does not end well with people going through those other doors. We can go on about these doors and what it all means, and maybe one day we will, but not today. It's just that you must understand witches and warlocks and all this using the power of demons is actually real. I want you to remember Moses was faced with this with the priests of Egypt at the time of the plagues. Remember, the priests were able to repeat or able to do some, not all, but some of the things that Moses did, like turning water into bloods. Those are the things, turning their staffs into snakes. Now, this was a great example. If you will go back and read about that, this is a great example of how powerful Yehovah is, how he is the greater power of the demons. The demons, Satan, Hasatan, and all his followers are not as powerful as Yehovah. After all, remember, Yehovah is the creator of all things, creator of heaven and earth, the angels and all. He is the all-powerful Holy One. He is the God of all. This God of all, Yehovah, has given Yeshua his authority and his power. Join me on Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. as we continue to follow the footsteps of the Messiah and learning what he has taught. And then I will see you on Tuesday for Torah Chat Points, chapters 13 through 15 of the book of Deuteronomy. As always, man does not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yehovah. Have a blessed rest of the week, and thank you for watching on today.